And today we are going to Target, and unfortunately for me, we had to go twice. Of course, that's fortunate for Heather as she loves shopping, but you'll see why.
I didn't mind at all because this was the first time I had been inside of a Target in almost 2 years.
Unfortunately, when we tried to get a cart, they didn't have any carts that really worked very well.
The one that I wound up using, there was one in the parking lot. The seat on it was extremely hot because, it had been sitting out in the sunshine, which was fine because it actually didn't feel too terribly bad. But you get inside to try to switch it out because this one was showing that it had one little
It had one bar
power.
of charge.
Yeah, which always makes me a little bit nervous because you don't really know how far that one bar will take you.
Actually, we could say one did not work, which was the new one, and one had also one bar of charge.
Yeah, just one bar.
One of the things I love about Target is I love their dollar section. It was 100% accessible. Right here, you see me in one of my other favorite sections, anything having to do with the kitchen section, as I call it. Of course, some things are right at arm's reach and some things I'm not going to be able to reach. This is why I have Sean with me.
I could not reach anything I tried to get some bacon off of the shelf, the third shelf. Couldn't reach it. Tried to open one of the doors to get out some biscuits or something. And I had to go past the door, open it, and then twist around to try to reach in and hope to be able to pull something out. And I twisted too far and my back is screaming at me.
So you can't get into the freezer section at all. And this is something that is consistent with any place, whether it's a grocery store or a Walmart or a Target, that has doors where you have to go past them to be able to open the door, but then you have to try to bend around to get whatever's inside.
Yeah, it's kind of a Houdini situation.
It highlights the need where you aren't fully self-sufficient. You still have to have somebody come and help you do your groceries.
Yeah.
But this was a lot of freedom for me and a lot of independence. Now, if you're one of my sisters, don't watch this video or turn it off because I just picked up a Christmas present for one of you. You'll find out what it is at Christmas time.
Now, you mentioned freedom, and then you mentioned that this was the first time going back to Target.
Mm-hmm.
What did that really make you feel like? What was that for you?
Well, I wanted to buy everything in sight because I hadn't been in there in so long. But I just, we had a specific list of things that we needed to pick up that day. But I just couldn't bring myself to stop going up and down the aisles, looking at everything because I hadn't seen anything in so long.
And how long was so long?
Over 2 years. It had been over 2 years since I had been able to go into the Targets because the last time I had even been into a Target was when we went no farther than the Starbucks at the front of the store.
And were there any parts of the store that were not accessible?
We went through the seasonal aisle, and again, they've got these, I think they call them floats. We'll put it that way. That's what they used to call it in Bath and Body Works when they would take those smaller shelves and put them in front of the longer shelves full of stuff. And I came up one of the aisles and tried to go left or right to get around, and you can't. So I had to back all the way back down the aisle. We encountered a cart where they were stocking shelves and a dolly, and I had to kind of wedge between them because hanging off the end of the cart was a great big bag of trash.
On the good side, the aisles are wide, with the exception of the seasonal section. The aisles are wide.
One lady was down on her hands and knees stocking shelves.
She got out of the way.
She moved out of the way to let me pass, which I felt really bad about, but she offered. I didn't ask her to do so. But otherwise, I wasn't going to be able to make a 3-point turn on that aisle. And we got some bananas and some apples, and we went through self-checkout. And you have to be able to touch the touch screen to be able to reach the item that you're trying to get the scale to weigh. I could not reach apples on the menu, so I was not able to do that. So luckily I had you, and you could come and help me. There was a Target employee that was literally standing right behind you where you were putting things in the bag and then putting them in the basket on the front. And I guess she just assumed that you could help me because she never offered. I know I said I can't reach these, and I could not tap Apple. I barely tapped banana. I could not operate the little credit card reader or any of those things because there's just, the scanner is so far away. I had to back up to reach the hand scanner. So they really do need a self-checkout that is for people with mobility concerns, that's lower down and things are not so obtrusive.
So that's how Target goes.
Target, you got a problem with your carts. Target, you got a problem in your seasonal section.
Yeah.
Target, how about a self-checkout for people with mobility needs?
So like, subscribe, hit
And
all
share.
the things, share the video.
And if you have a comment, let us know. If you've had trouble at Target, what did you have trouble with? Do you find that the carts are always charged? Do you find that the baskets are big enough? I mean, our basket was loaded down today.
It was full.
It was full, but the baskets are nice. So,
All right. Life rolls on.
bye.